We often mistake anxiety for a character flaw. We lie in bed, paralyzed, staring at the ceiling, convinced that we are lazy, weak, or undisciplined. We tell ourselves that if we were just mentally stronger, if we just had more grit, we could snap out of it. But let's stop right there. This is not a failure of will. It is not a defect in your personality. It is a biological hijack. You are currently operating on hardware, a human brain, that hasn't had a significant software update in over 10,000 years. Your amygdala, that tiny almond-shaped part of your brain, has declared a state of emergency. Why? Because it cannot distinguish between a saber-toothed tiger lurking in the tall grass and a stressful email from your boss sitting in your inbox. To your biology, threat is threat. When the alarm sounds, the amygdala shuts down your logic, your creativity, and your long-term planning to prepare for a physical battle you'll never actually fight. In this state, trying to think positive is like trying to put out a massive forest fire with a single optimistic thought. You cannot reason with a brain that is in survival mode. You must speak its language, physical sensation. Here are 7 evidence-based ways to manually override your brain's alarm system and prove to your biology, not your mind, but your biology, that you are safe. Step 1. Panoramic vision. Anxiety creates what scientists call tunnel vision. It is a primal, hyper-focused state designed to lock onto a predator. When you are afraid, your pupils dilate and your focus narrows. To the brain, narrow focus equals danger. Conversely, a wide, relaxed focus equals safety. We can reverse engineer this mechanism to hack the system. Try this right now. Keep your head perfectly still. Soften your gaze. Do not look at anything in particular. Instead, try to see the far left and far right corners of the room simultaneously. Notice the ceiling and the floor without moving your eyes. By engaging your peripheral vision, you are physically forcing the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode, to engage. It is physiologically almost impossible to remain in a state of peak panic when your vision is panoramic. You are signaling to your biology, the horizon is clear, there are no predators, we are safe to relax. Step 2. The cognitive shift, subtracting sevens. The brain has limited energy resources. It cannot sustain high-intensity emotion and complex logic simultaneously. They compete for the same fuel, the same blood flow. When emotion takes over, logic starves. To stop the panic, we must force the blood flow back to the prefrontal cortex, the rational, human part of your brain. But don't just count numbers. That is too easy. Your brain can do that on autopilot while still worrying. You need a challenge that demands 100% of your RAM. Start at 100 and subtract 7 repeatedly. 93, 86, 79, 72. If you mess up, don't get frustrated. Just start over. This cognitive load forces a mechanical switch. You are literally stealing energy from your fear to fuel your logic. You cannot be a mathematician and a frightened animal at the same time. Step 3. The mammalian dive reflex. When the mind is chaotic, physical sensation must become your anchor. We possess an ancient evolutionary trait called the mammalian dive reflex. This is a survival mechanism we share with dolphins and whales. When ice-cold water hits the area around your eyes and nose, it sends an immediate signal to the vagus nerve to conserve oxygen and slow the heart rate. It is a hard reset for the nervous system. Splash ice-cold water on your face for 30 seconds. Or if you are in public and can't ruin your makeup or clothes, grip an ice cube in your hand until it hurts slightly. The brain prioritizes intense, immediate physical sensation over abstract, future-based worry. It demands the brain's full attention, cutting the loop of ruminating thoughts instantly. Step 4. Vagus nerve vibration. The vagus nerve is the superhighway between your brain and your body, controlling everything from your heart rate to your digestion. Most people try to calm down by deep breathing, but when you're in a panic, deep breathing can sometimes feel like you're choking. Vibration is often faster and more effective. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, create a low vibrating sound in the back of your throat, a long voo or hum. Focus all your attention on feeling that resonance in your chest cavity. This vibration physically stimulates the vagus nerve, sending a direct biochemical signal of safety to your internal organs. It is not just a sound, it is an internal massage for your nervous system, telling your body that the war is over. Step 5. Completing the stress cycle. Anxiety is essentially trapped energy. It is the body preparing to fight or flight, mobilizing glucose and adrenaline for a battle that never happens. If you do not release this kinetic energy, it turns inward, manifesting as tension, shaking, and that crawling out of your skin feeling. Your brain needs proof that you have responded to the threat.
Stand against a solid wall, step back slightly, and push against it with every ounce of your strength, as if you were trying to move the entire building. Engage your core, your legs, and your arms. Sustain this maximum tension for 10 to 15 seconds, then release with a heavy sigh. You are convincing your brain that you are taking action. By utilizing the energy, you complete the stress cycle and allow your body to finally stand down. Step 6. Optic flow and movement. Stagnation breeds rumination. When you are physically still, your mind spins in circles, replaying the same worries. However, neuroscience shows that optic flow, the visual experience of the world moving past you, actually quiets the fear circuitry of the brain. We evolved to solve problems while moving, not while sitting paralyzed in a room. Walk forward, even if it is just around the block, down a hallway, or pacing in your living room. Consciously observe the environment passing you by on your left and right. This visual data tells the amygdala, we are moving, we are not trapped, we are leaving the danger zone. Forward movement in the physical world creates forward thinking in the mental world. Step 7. The butterfly hug. Finally, we must integrate the fragmented mind. When we are anxious, we feel disconnected, like our head is spinning somewhere above our body. This technique, used in trauma therapy, utilizes bilateral stimulation to balance the brain's hemispheres. Cross your arms over your chest, hooking your thumbs to form a butterfly shape. Now tap your shoulders alternatively, left, right, left, right. Do this rhythmically and gently. This simple movement grounds you in the present moment and creates a physical boundary for yourself. It reminds the body that the danger is in the thought, not in the room. You are here, you are contained, you are safe. You are not broken. You are just overheated. Anxiety is loud, but it is not the truth. It is simply a biological mechanism trying to protect you, but doing it too aggressively because it doesn't understand the modern world. The next time the alarm rings and your heart begins to race, do not argue with your thoughts. Do not analyze your past. Simply press a button. Use one of these 7 tools to reset the system. Your biology is the keyboard, and you are the one in control of the switch.